Hi, we are Griffin Solutions. Griffin has been an innovative company since its inception in 1994 at Singapore. Today, we have expanded our operations across continents through our regional offices in Stockholm and San Francisco. The main objective of AU is to provide, promote, and develop quality higher education in the information and communication technology sector. In order to achieve its core objective, AU wants to develop an information security management system in order to improve its confidentiality, integrity, and availability.
Data breaches in universities increased by 107% alone in 2017. Universities are the biggest target for the data breaches because universities have a rich data environment, they have an open environment.
After our initial assessment of your current security posture, we noticed that you're taking the right direction and the right steps in order to improve your security at your institution, such as your network architecture and your current access control policies. However, with the current threat landscape, these basic measures are simply not enough.
Future security posture, we recommend that you are compliant with ISO 27001. Compliance at this point is sufficient, and you may later proceed for certification if you so wish. This security posture will include setting up an information security management system where you establish information security related roles and fill those. Further, you should document all your information security procedures, guidelines, and policies. Secondly, you must address your vulnerabilities by mitigating them or risk accepting them. And finally, you must protect your information security assets by adhering to the general guidelines of the GDPR and by being compliant with payment card industry data security standards.
We encourage you to set up an information security program with a program management office heading the governance of 5 different projects. This program management office is made up of key stakeholders within your organization, and it will be responsible for allocation of resources to these important project streams. It is also in charge of monitoring progress and will report that progress to the director. In the PMO, we will have a senior Griffin consultant, and other consultants will be embedded in your other project streams.
To immediately improve your security posture, we start by implementing a strict and updated access control policy, which will be implemented through all departments of the university. This will include updating and refining the current access control mechanism already in place, as well as configuring firewalls with whitelists for authorized users. As for the long-term security measures, we'll start off by replacing the current role-based access control method with a more modern and dynamic attribute one. This would greatly increase the efficiency and also lower the costs of access control. On top of this, we'd also add a blockchain technology to help with non-repudiation as well as logging, and integrated access rules for access control.
While analyzing the process systems of Akurana University, we really find some vulnerability in the system, which are no formal data handling in process, no incident management process, no risk assessment process, lack of analysis of incident risks, and lack of vulnerability management process. First, we are going to measure the most crucial vulnerabilities in the system. Then we're going to have a temporary real-time incident management system. Then we are going to start the risk management system for the all IT asset available in the university. Then we're going to assign the process owners, and then we evaluate to have the requirement of cyber insurance. Now the second is security measures, which are going to be a long-term measures. First, review and documentation of all data handling processes, business continuity and recovery plan in place for different threat scenarios, incident management process clearly defined and documented, establish cooperation with the Center for Digital Forensic for analysis of incidents, strategy for continuous improvement measuring and monitoring of security processes.
We highly recommend that you start using the Griffin Risk Interface Program, GRIP, to standardize risk assessments across your organization. The tool will collectively assess all risks and automatically change their prioritization levels when the threat landscape changes. We preemptively evaluate the threat landscape by pooling together the data of all similar users anonymously, in this case universities. This way we can find common vulnerabilities in the sector and predict upcoming threat events which are most likely to affect you.
So at the moment, network systems of AU are vulnerable due to a number of weaknesses. First of all, there is no intrusion prevention or detection system in place, such as firewall. Then there is no system administrator in the university. And finally, university is using weak protocols for Wi-Fi communications. Shortcomings in the short run, we have to take two immediate steps. First of all, it's the appointment of network administrator, and then identification of highly vulnerable zone in order to protect them through placement of firewalls. So as a part of long-term measures, we need to install and manage a network traffic monitoring system in order to have a better view of the traffic. And then there is need to install and manage a proper backup system so as to have an uninterrupted power supply for the networks. And finally, there is need to install secure wireless communication systems such as WPA2.
The data handling project management stream, as its primary security measures, will implement firstly some compensating controls on all data handling processes. Secondly, we need to conduct a risk assessment of all data storage systems. We need to appoint some data owners and a database administrator. We also will migrate away from using social security numbers of students to using fictional student numbers. Lastly, we need to evaluate if there really is a true need that is business critical to store credit card data. The secondary measures for the data handling project will include vetting all data handling applications, because access to data will only be granted through these specified applications. We will encrypt all data, and we will secure the database premises and software. Additionally, we have identified these aspects as being the ones from GDPR that you should adhere with, and this will also guide you should you wish to be compliant with ISO standard 27552, which is currently being handled by the ISO committee. This is basically ISO 27001, but with some privacy management features added into it. How you handle your sensitive data is of the utmost importance. For example, medical records should only be handled by people who have the need to do so on behalf of their job. They will have a specifically tailored security policy, and the data can only be accessed through a desktop computer situated on campus in a specific network and through specific applications. This way we can make sure that when the data is being handled in a protected environment, it is always safe.
Training and awareness is so important. We believe it requires its own project stream in order to support the successful implementation of our information security program.
So going by the plan, we are expected to complete our initial risk assessment by the end of April 2018. In May 2018, we are planning to set up a project management office in order to oversee the activities of the project. So primary measures will be put in place within a 6-month period, whereas secondary measures would be set up within a year time.
Our competitive fixed rate pricing is contingent on reaching key milestones. The total cost will be $600,000, and $6,000 will be continually charged for the license for GRIP.
The most important benefit to implement this information security program is to maintain reputation and credibility as an excellent ICT university.
That's true. We're also going to ensure the availability of quality higher education, so the university keep attracting the best talent from all over the world. And the best part, we're going to make sure that Griffin University achieves its business objective.
Your security is our priority, which is why you should trust us with implementing this information security program. We want to thank you for listening to our pitch, and we hope you choose us.